Hi, my name is Tina, and welcome back to Real Life SCI. Today I decided to do a video about something that I never thought would be a complication of the trauma and the spinal cord injury. And that complication is wonderful. It's gratitude. I can't tell you enough how, from the moment that the helicopter arrived, this is the first gratitude part of the journey that we had. They were going to take him to a hospital that was about 4 hours, maybe 5-hour drive from my house. And I ran up to the helicopter, the crew. They were in a little huddle because it was so loud. And I said, could you please just consider taking him to another hospital that was probably an hour and 15, an hour and a half from the house. And I was hoping upon hoping that they would even just consider it, because the helicopter was from the hospital that was 4 or 5 hours away. So their natural journey would be to go back home. And they listened to me. And I can't tell you what that act of kindness did for my loved one's recovery, that I could be there every day. I didn't have to, I didn't really have to turn my life upside down by staying in a hotel and all that. So the gratitude started there, and it continued. And I've always been one that's upbeat and say I wake up in the morning and I slap a smile on my face and I follow it around all day. Well, in this journey, yes, I slapped a smile on my face, and the sprinkling of kindness, acts of kindness that came from all over. I never would have imagined that people would leave me meals on my front porch, that my neighbor would say, I feel bad for your dog at the, in the house all day. Can I start taking him to my house? She would take him 3, 4, 5 times a week. People that said, can I come up and just sit with you at night? Would you like to go out and have a drink and listen to some live music? It came from everywhere and from everyone. I can't even tell you. When things were getting overwhelming, like even the first night of surgery, I was overwhelmed for the 13 hours that he was in surgery. And the surgeon came out and he said, I'm not going to say he's complete or incomplete. I can't see around corners. He said, and I can tell you that he's fit, he's young. And I burst out laughing and said, oh yeah, 64 is the new 40. And he said, yeah, it is. But he said he's fit, he's young, and he's healthy. He's not diabetic, and he has all these things going for him. And he didn't give me false hope. Well, not in the moment. Russ was in a coma for a while, but I don't know. I have constantly and continually looked for gratitude. People talk about the practice of gratitude. I didn't have to practice it. I didn't have to learn how to be grateful. I sat and soaked on things and thought about, gee, it was so nice seeing Cheryl tonight. Or the most unbelievable thing that happened because of this surgery and this trauma is that I now have a bonus daughter. Sorry, I was smacking the microphone. We have a bonus daughter. I always wanted more kids, and she was his nurse one night, and the rest is history. We communicate continually. It's just there. If you look for it, you'll find ways that you can be grateful. I'm not saying that that everything is hunky-dory and it's all a piece of cake. No, it's not. Crying is real. Sadness is real, depression is real, and gratitude can help you overcome a lot of the junk that's clanging behind us. So hopefully you can find some gratitude in things that are going on around you too. I know they happen daily, whether it's a small win, a micro movement, a physical therapist reaching outside their normal, what they would do with patients. We had someone that agreed last week if Russ could get on the floor and we could practice having him climb into the wheelchair, climb into the bed, so that when it happens, when or if it happens, if there's no one around, he can take care of that himself. So anyway, thank you for watching, and if you have any topics you'd like us to talk about, please drop them in the comments below. Like and subscribe to this channel, and please share this video with someone who's just having a bad day. Thank you.